At this time, we will call to order a regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, to be held on Monday, June 20th, 2022 at 7 p.m. in the City Council chambers at 301 South 5th Street. Our invocation will be presented by Councilmember Ms. Parsons, and then please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Clerk Young.
Councilwoman Parson.
Here.
Councilwoman Fox.
Here.
Councilwoman Horton.
Here.
Councilman Smith. Councilwoman Taylor.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman.
Here.
Mayor Davis.
Here.
We do have a quorum.
Disclosure of interest. Any member of the City Council may disclose any possible conflict of interest dealing with either any item on the printed agenda or with any matter discussed at a previous meeting.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to excuse myself from workshop item D.
D, okay. Could you make note of that, Ms.
Yes, I sure.
Young? Okay, seeing none other citizens' input, each person in the audience may take this opportunity to address the City Council on any matter which is not on the printed agenda. I believe Ms. Morgan McIntosh, our downtown director, wants to speak.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. I am here tonight asking permission on behalf of Downtown Poplar Bluff, Inc. to have the Independence Day firework display show this year. It will be on Monday, July 4th at 9 p.m. or dusk.
Make a
Sounds-
motion. Yeah. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Request has been accepted.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 7, consent agenda. The items on the consent agenda are approved by a single action of the City Council. If any council member would like to have an item removed from the consent agenda and considered separately, he or she may request to do so.
We received the consent agenda in our packets. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Consent agenda has been approved as presented. Item 8, workshop items for discussion. Item A, the City Council will consider a recommendation to rename the Poplar Bluff Farmers Market in memory of former Mayor Ed DeGarris. Mr. Winters?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I've been asked by a couple of council members and also the Downtown Poplar Bluff Inc. board about the possibility of renaming the Farmers Market Pavilion in memory of Ed. And just, I think maybe just to clarify, I'm referring just to the building, the structure itself. Ed was very instrumental in getting the original structure for the farmers market built, hands-on. I mean, he was out there with hammer and nail and screw gun and doing a lot of the work himself. Just think if that would, to me, that would be an appropriate thing to honor him and his family with. They were very involved in the creation of that market and the pavilion and all that. So I've talked with his family a little bit and kind of let them know what I was thinking and what we were going to talk about tonight. And, just thought I'd bring it up for us to discuss and see if you wanted to go with that. And I did, like I said, talked with Morgan McIntosh and also with Beverly Roach, who's the chairwoman of the downtown board, and they're also very involved and very supportive of that too. So
I think it's a great idea. I think it's something great to do for in Ed's memory and for his family. stated, he did help get the original, pole barn kind of started.
Yeah, yeah.
And then even helped when the grant was received to help and close it in when RL Persons did the work. So, I mean, he was, there through all of it. So I'd make a motion that we rename the Market Pavilion in memory of Ed DeGarris.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion approved and carries. Item B, the City Council will consider a recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Commission regarding a rezoning request with a conditional use permit to operate a trucking terminal at 301 Highway 53. The applicants are Diana Hager and Allie Blue of 1106 International Street, Poplar Bluff. Mr. Sis, did you ever report on that?
This is a piece of property that sits between Highway 53 and Thomas Street. It has 53 entrance, and they have, what they brought to the Planning and Zoning Commission was they want to be able to use this piece of property for basically a semi-truck parking lot and terminal, as you will. And so the recommendation is to rezone it from RS3 to C2 commercial, and with the restriction that all truck traffic comes in and out off of 53 Highway, none to be on Thomas Street. Obviously, if the conditional use will stay with the business, if it was to change hands or sell, it would have to be reapplied for. And then it is being recommended that they fence the entire property, as well as a natural barrier left on the north side of the property to separate this commercial property from the residences that are still on the far side of it on International Street.
Any
Comments from the residents in the area?
The only ones that we had during planning and zoning were some concern of there being some kind of divide between. So they were concerned with trucks coming in late at night and that type of thing. We have been assured by the applicant that won't be the case. So
There's commercial on other sides.
yes, and there's a lot of truck traffic already on 53. This is not. It's not a big change for any of it. No.
Make a
Good.
motion to move this to the voting session, July 5th.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item C, the City Council will consider a supplemental agreement number 2 and a promissory note with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission regarding the Commission's Project J9P 3663 and Project J9P 3764. Mr. Winters?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So the bids for Phase 1A of the Highway 67 Future Interstate 57 project were opened, and the low bid was $7,440,386, which is a little bit higher than the original estimate grant and loan amounts. So this agreement modifies the original agreement that council approved in March of 2022, which will just some of the loan proceeds will be dispersed earlier than expected. So this project is completely funded through the sales tax that's dedicated to Highway 67, along with the grants that we have received. So.
We've seen that we're going from a 10-year note to a 15. Is that just because of the increase in cost?
No, that actually was, we had requested that for it to go, it will sunset when the sales tax sunset.
Okay.
Yes.
Any further questions or comments from the council?
I make a motion to move to tonight's voting session.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item D, the City Council will consider a collective bargaining agreement union contract for the Poplar Bluff Professional Firefighters, IAFF Local 2543. Mr. Winters?
So the contract was included in your packet. If you have any questions of me, I know Chief Moffitt is here. If you have any questions of him.
Chief Moffitt, is there anything you would like to address regarding this?
I'm just here to answer any questions
Okay.
you may have.
I think this has been reviewed by the council.
Yeah, we've been working on this since
We had,
last part of 21.
yeah, we started around November, I guess, and had a little delay for weather and heart attacks.
Yeah. We've finally come to an agreement on just about everything. And I think it's good for both the city and our firefighters, so. I think so.
Well, we appreciate your good work, sir. And
Motion to move this to the voting section held on July 5th.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion carries. Item 9, action. Can someone get her? Number 9, action, required items, item AA, bill number 8392. The city council will take action on an ordinance regarding the annexation and zoning designation of property at 3260 Mystic Lane, Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Motion for first reading of Bill 8392.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance annexing certain real property into the city of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, such property being described as 3260 Mystic Lane and owned by Brenda Price Foster, Steve Schweitzer, and Kristen Schweitzer.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8392.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Counselor?
An ordinance annexing certain real property into the city of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, such property being described as 3260 Mystic Lane and owned by Brenda Price Foster, Stephen Schweitzer, and Kristen Schweitzer.
Motion for adoption of Bill 8392.
Second.
Any questions or comments? If none, roll call, Clerk Young.
Councilwoman Parson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox?
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Taylor?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman?
Yes.
Mayor Davis?
Yes. Bill number 8392 has been adopted. Item BB, bill number 8393, the city council will take action on an ordinance regarding an amendment to the sewer use ordinance.
Motion for first reading of bill number 8393.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Counselor?
An ordinance amending the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri Code of City Ordinances, Section 715, relating to sewer usage for the City of Poplar Bluff and adopting an enforcement response plan for industrial users.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8393.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Counselor?
An ordinance amending the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri Code of City Ordinances, Section 715, relating to sewer usage for the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and adopting an enforcement response plan for industrial users.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8393.
Second.
Questions, comments? If none, roll call, Clerk Young.
Councilwoman Fox?
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Taylor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Parson?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman?
Yes.
Mayor Davis?
Yes. Bill number 8393 has been adopted. Item CC, bill number 8394, the city council will take action on an ordinance authorizing the use of ARPA funding to purchase flooring for the Black River Coliseum.
Motion for first reading of bill number 8394.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Counselor?
An ordinance amending the 2022 fiscal year budget for the city of Poplar Bluff and accepting the lowest and best proposal for portable basketball courts and accessories for the Black River Coliseum.
Motion for second reading of bill 8394.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Counselor?
An ordinance amending the 2022 fiscal year budget for the city of Poplar Bluff and accepting the lowest and best proposal for portable basketball courts and accessories for the Black River Coliseum.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8394.
Second.
Questions, comments? Roll call, Clerk Young.
Councilwoman Horton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Taylor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Parson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox? Mayor Pro Tem Cornman?
Yes.
Mayor Davis?
Yes. Bill number 8394 has been adopted. Item DD, bill number 8395. The City Council will take action on an ordinance regarding an addition to Chapter 605 of the City Code regarding the revocation of business licenses.
Make a motion for first reading of bill number 8395.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance amending the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri Code of City Ordinances by adding and adopting a new Article 8, Chapter 605, relating to revocation of business licenses.
Motion for second reading of bill 8395.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Counselor?
An ordinance amending the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri Code of City Ordinances by adding and adopting a new Article 8, Chapter 605, relating to revocation of business licenses.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8395.
Second.
Questions, comments? None. Roll call, Clerk Young.
Councilwoman Taylor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Parson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox?
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman?
Yes.
Mayor Davis?
Yes. Bill number 8395 has been adopted. Item EE, bill number 8396. The City Council will take action on an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a budget amendment agreement with MTFC, Missouri Highways, and SL 03501, Transportation Commission.
Motion for first reading of bill number 8396.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute supplemental intergovernmental cost share agreement number 2, 2020-12-6610, between the City of Poplar Bluff and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to the Highway 67 project Phase 1.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8396.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute supplemental intergovernmental cost share agreement number 2, 2020-12-6610, between the City of Poplar Bluff and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to the Highway 67 project Phase 1.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8396.
Second.
Questions, comments? Seeing none, roll call, Clerk Young.
Councilwoman Parson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox?
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Taylor?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman?
Yes.
Mayor Davis?
Yes. Bill number 8396 has been adopted. We will not have a closed meeting tonight, so at this time we'll go into our manager's report. Mr. Winters?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Got a few events this week, just want to make everybody aware of. On Wednesday at 9 a.m., there's a dedication of a memorial for Robert Hudson at the Butler County Health Department at 9 a.m. That's Wednesday at 9 o'clock at the Butler County Health Department. And then at 11 a.m., the Altrusa Room at Twin Towers is being dedicated in memory of Betty Absher. That's 11 a.m. on Wednesday at Twin Towers. And on Thursday, T-Mobile will do a check presentation to the Poplar Bluff Chamber of Commerce for a grant that they received to do some work at Wolf Creek Trail. So there'll be a check presentation at the trailhead off of PP Highway of the Wolf Creek Trail, and that's 9 a.m. on Thursday. So that's kind of exciting to see some more work getting done out there at Wolf Creek Trail by the Chamber of Commerce. Also, big congratulations go out to the Three Rivers Rodeo team. Casey Roberts placed first in the bull riding nationally, and Cole Skinder, another Three Rivers Rodeo bull rider, placed third. So that's exciting. We had them here last year after they competed in the national championships, and this year they're bringing home the top trophy. So it's really exciting to have that caliber of athlete at Three Rivers winning national championships. So pretty exciting stuff. And Mayor, that's all I have, sir.
Thank you. If there's no other business before the council, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.